religion, but to be honest, I feel like now it turned more into a celebration of spring. This really depends if you are religious or not, but I would say like the absolute majority of people celebrate Easter even if you're not religious in the Czech Republic. Okay, so let's start with the week before Easter, because there are specific days where you should be doing specific things, and like I said, this really depends if you are religious or not, if you're gonna follow all of these. So the Wednesday before Easter is called Ugly or Spy Wednesday, and it was named after the day Judas betrayed Jesus. And children are supposed to do some cleaning and some preparations for Easter already. I'm not sure how many kids actually follow this, but I remember growing up that there was this thing that you should have your room clean for Easter. Like, it was definitely a thing. I feel like it's still a thing. Plus you have the, spring cleaning tradition still. That's widely known, right, globally, so it's a thing. Then Thursday is called Green or Maundy Thursday, and it honors the Last Supper, and usually this is a day of fasting, so you shouldn't eat any meat. You can eat any other food, but you shouldn't eat meat, basically, and you should eat lots of green vegetables, therefore Green Thursday. And to be honest, my grandparents, they were also religious, but they never truly followed this tradition, so I don't know how many people still follow this or not. I also remember that on Green Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, there's a saying that the bells go to Rome, so basically there shouldn't be any bells ringing in any city or town anymore, because they went to Rome, they flew there. I remember growing up, I was just like, how can bells fly to Rome? What does that mean? But yeah, they're basically silent, no noise should be heard in cities like that. So then you have Good Friday or Great Friday, and this day commemorates the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, and now it's actually an official holiday in the Czech Republic, so no one goes to work, or the majority of people don't go to work, to be specific. And I remember that there was this tale that on the Good Friday or the Great Friday you can find lots of treasures. I'm not exactly sure where that tale came from. I think it's in some like folklore fairy tales probably, but usually the entrance in like certain caves would open and you could find great treasures in them. Never found one. So then you have White Saturday, also known as Day of Light, which is symbolizing Jesus' resurrection from the dead, and it's also the day where Czech boys go around villages and they're shaking their wooden rattles. So for 3 days during this week, only guys, I think, only boys, like little boys, not like grown men usually, to my knowledge, go around their villages and they're shaking something called rechtačka. I don't have one. I know that my grandparents have one, but yeah, I'll just show you a picture, okay? And apparently this is supposed to scare off Judas. Now, I grew up in a suburban area, and I've never witnessed this ever in my life, but I know that my cousins who live in a rural area growing town you live in. Then you have Easter Sunday, and that is the day where you would go to church if you're religious, and you would continue preparations for Easter Monday, which is like the main celebratory day. So on Easter Monday, there's this tradition in the Czech Republic that boys should whip girls with this special tool. I really tried looking for this, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Okay, it's gone forever. So it's called pomlaska, and it's made out of like a special willow tree. I think there are only like certain types of willow trees that you can use for this, and either you can buy this in a store, I'm pretty sure they have it almost everywhere, or you can make one yourself, and I think that not a lot of people can make it themselves anymore. So this pomlaska, it has like colorful ribbons at the top, and this is what you're supposed to like whip the girls with. Now, I remember growing up, I hated, loathed this tradition because I didn't understand it. Because technically this tradition is supposed to bring you health and fertility. But I mean, well, in most cases, it's kind of seen as like a joke, okay? Like, I know that you might be horrified right now, but it's, you know, supposed to be like very gentle, like it's just, you know, just for fun. Like, the majority of people don't take it seriously, you know. But I know that there's like a certain percentage of men who get really violent and they think it's super funny, and I'm just telling you, they're not right in the head, okay? That's not how it's supposed to be done, okay? And I think that in return, the girls can like pour some water on the boys, like in return as like a little revenge, you know, little retaliation. And when you have leap year, aka the year that this 29th of February, girls can whip boys. And I remember I was so excited for the leap years, but that's like once every 4 years. Anyways, so I remember when I was 8 years old, this guy friend from my school came to my house because, I mean, everyone kind of knew where we lived, right? And I was just like, wait, what? And I remember I didn't want to be whipped. So, oh god, why am I still laughing? Anyways, I sprinted out of the house. And I just ran away. And I know, let's name this boy Rick. I don't know. So Rick was following me, but like he couldn't keep up, okay, for his life. Like he just couldn't. I remember I climbed up on a tree. I fell down from the tree. I almost broke my arm, but the were supposed to decorate eggs before. Now, to be honest, in most cases, I think girls would just give chocolate to the boys now, but I don't know. So, I have this little tray of eggs. They're made out of wood, and these are really old. I did not decorate these myself. Maybe I should have lied. Maybe I should have been like, oh yes, I've decorated all of these, but no, I didn't. So it looks like this. Now, wait, let me show them too. Now, there are people who are really, really good at this. I'm one of those people who are absolutely terrible. So I decorated some eggs like growing up just for fun, but they were not looking great. But I remember that my mom, she had this coworker who was really good at it, and she would always sell these sets of eggs. Last one. And she would even decorate these huge ostrich eggs. I don't have these eggs with me right now, but she would also decorate like 20 usually of chicken eggs as well, and she would make these beautiful colors, and you can pretty much decorate them with like wax, paint, anything you want really, like it's up to you, watercolor. Oh, and some picture stickers, which I used when I was little. But this coworker of my mom, she would always use, I think, wax. And I wish I could show them to you, but unfortunately I can't. But yeah, you're supposed to make these like geometrical patterns. Let me tap on one. But you can like paint whatever you want, really. So these eggs have a lot of flowers. Wait, let me pick up another one. Okay, I picked up the small one. This one has just some random patterns. I used to love these eggs growing up when I was younger. These are old. I don't think you can buy these anymore. Maybe you can, but they're probably like 20 years old at least. Wait, let me pick up another one. Now, one thing that I should mention is that in like most cases, of course, these eggs were wooden, right? But you would only decorate the shells, because of course you would just have the egg. Even if it's hard boiled, at some point it will go bad and you have to, throw it out. So I would say in most cases people just decorate the shells only. Okay. When I was filming, I completely forgot about this most important tradition. So on Easter Monday, kids go around the houses and they are caroling. So that means that they would maybe recite a rhyme or sing a song. They can whip you very gently, like I said, as a joke, and you would give them treats in return. So either those would be chocolate eggs or any other treats, or even money. Back then, I think that people actually gave out real eggs, but I don't think that really happens anymore. And also, I think that this tradition depends on where you live. If you live in a city or a village or a suburban area, if there are a lot of kids around, etc., etc. So this is basically like trick or treating in America during Halloween. this like little lamp bag. And there's this tradition that you should bake a lamb, not a meat one. Maybe some people make meat ones, I don't know, but I feel like the tradition is to bake the sweet dough version, and a lot of people do it. If you don't want to bake one, you can buy one at the store, but I feel like the one they sell at the store are not that tasty. I don't know. They're okay. I know. Another food that you eat a lot on Easter is called mazanec, which is basically sweet yeasted bread made with rum-soaked raisins and topped with almonds. And I'm not sure about the rum part. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the most mazanec you can buy at store don't have the rum filled raisins, but I don't know. And it's also really delicious. It's my favorite Easter food. I like the dough lamb too, but I prefer mazanec. Let me think. I have some notes here, by the way. That's why I'm looking down. Oh, and sometimes people would drink homemade plum brandy. That's what it's called in English, I think. In Czech it's called slivovice. Okay. So, the last thing, and I wasn't even aware of this, is that red color is symbolic color during Easter, because it symbolizes the energy of new life which comes with spring. So for this video I wore a red shirt, but I don't know, I mean, it says that some chicks wear red at Easter time to symbolize happiness, health, and new life. I didn't hear about this tradition before, but there's probably a lot of traditions that I didn't hear about, so don't take my word for it. You know, it might be common, it might be not, I don't know. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you liked it. It was a little different. I don't make videos like these very often, even though I should probably. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, hopefully, and happy Easter.